This is a serious looking misprint foil shift is what these are called. Well guys, I guess I'm sharing two badass pages at once. I got some more promos and tournament pack cards here on this page, and a page full of error cards. Not just normal error cards, affordable, budget-friendly error cards, all the ones that I could find for my own collection. So let's get straight into this. Zoa. Zoa was a cool find actually because it's not an expensive card. However, artwork very slept on. It's hard to make out the face in the Zoa, but the overall card is phenomenal, and it's really easy to pick this card up in a near mint condition from TCG Player. Cost you just a couple bucks. Looks sick in the red strictly sealed sleeve. A card or a series that you should definitely look into if you haven't. If you notice this Cyber Jar here, probably my favorite card out of this series, and this is the Hobby League series here. I don't know a ton about the cards for this Hobby League, but I do know that I think it's a parallel type rare here, has the gold lettering, which I'm a big fan of, and the card itself, if I were to take it out of the sleeve, it feels kind of like a plasticky surface, but incredible looking card. Cyber Jar with those blues. I'm a big fan of jars, as you can see here with a morphing jar. And now the next two cards here, tournament pack cards. They're not the ultra rare versions that go for thousands of dollars for this morphing jar, but it is from tournament pack 4 when it got reprinted as a super rare, because morphing jar is just a sick card. It just looks fiendish, it looks menacing with the eye, and a pretty good condition on the morphing jar as well. This one's gonna run you a little bit more money, probably like 40 bucks if you're lucky on TCG Player, but it was worth it, and I think it makes this page. Also in GOAT, these jar cards help you really go through decks. We got Needleworm. What is Needleworm's effect again? Flip, discard 5 cards from the top of your opponent's deck to his or her graveyard. Okay, so you'd probably use Needleworm in that same morphing jar type deck. But also, same thing for Needleworm. It's a reprint from a tournament pack 5, but in a previous tournament pack, it was an ultra rare. This one's a super. But the ultra rare first printings of these go for a ton of money. Hundreds of dollars. That's a ton of money to me anyway. I still got my Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning from Master Collection 2. It's a sick card. You got a Kinetic Soldier down here, an Abyss Soldier, and a DD Assailant. All of these, I believe, are from different promos. So you got, what is this? WC4, a CMC, and a DBT prefix for their serial numbers. Here we go, the Air page. Air page. Now these are budget-friendly, affordable things that I just found. I found this at my local card shop, and this is a serious looking misprint foil shift is what these are called. And it's just where the foil has been shifted from where it's normally supposed to be set. Painful choice. This is a pretty heavy hitter card for Magic Rulers. And yeah, very pronounced foil shift there. Magic Cylinder. This is a reverse hollow. So normally the secret rare lines go this way, but this one's lines are going this way. These aren't super hard to find. They're not always on Magic Cylinders, but they're on a lot of different secret rare cards if you just keep your eyes open. I've got a bunch in my collection, a bunch of different of those reverse secrets. This is probably the coolest error card that you can find for relatively affordable. Gaia, the Dragon Champion. And can you tell where the error is? He has ultra gold lettering instead of the secret rare lettering that's kind of the hollowy silver stuff. And I love Gaia the Dragon Champion. I've got more and more Gaia the Dragon Champion cards in my collection for some reason. Not out of me looking for them, but they just come up. This card doesn't cost a lot either. You can find this card 20 bucks, 10 bucks, 40 bucks. I mean, they go up, there's a range, but if you get it in kind of worse off condition like I buy most of my cards, you'll find them very affordable. And I just think it's cool, the ultra lettering with the secret foil. Cool one to pick up. Alright, Blue Eyes White Dragon. I bought a bunch of Blue Eyes White Dragons to give away, which I still have. And I found this guy going through those. If you notice, when I put him in the light, do you see the foil bleed? Foil bleed occurs when the foil goes beyond the art window, and you can see it through the text box and other areas in the card. There's a good look at it. Yeah. So I know that foil bleed is also a big tell of cards that have been fake printed, but something about this with all the dotting almost makes this one feel more real. I don't know how to describe it, but I've seen cards that look really faked, and I've seen cards like this that are worn to hell and have the foil bleed effect. So I think this is a legit copy, my personal opinion. I love that. Moving right along, we have Endless Dragon with Blue Eyes. This isn't really an air card, it's a fake card, like an Orica type. And I picked it up at a convention, but this just brings back so many childhood memories of seeing these fake cards and wondering if they were real or not. And it's actually, I don't know, it's just so nostalgic that if you remember these cards, you should get one to put in your binder. It being fake shouldn't be the thing that keeps you off of getting this card. It should be a reason for the memory to put it in your page. Here's my rant on that. Luster Dragon. So I had a beat up Luster Dragon. This is supposed to be Luster Dragon number 2, so this is a name error because there's a different Luster Dragon. But this is a first ed misprint of the name in super good condition, probably light plate and near mint that I picked up. The card is just the dragon specifically. He's a stronger dragon, kind of on par with a Summon Skull type because he is 6 stars. I think he's a little less strong than Summon Skull. Maybe Summon Skull's 2500, but really cool to have this guy in near mint type condition. I probably paid 20 bucks for this. Now that might have been overpaying, but it is harder to find air cards when you're looking them up on eBay or whatever. But I found that at a shop, and I just thought it was cool because I realized the error before the shop owner did. You got a Miscut card, so it's super fat on this gray up here. Like you can even see clearly where the other card was supposed to start. There's like a little line up there. So I picked this up from the junk card bin at a Yu-Gi-Oh card store for probably 20 cents, 15 cents. It's cool. Got it in the blue rain sleeves. We have Card Destruction. This is a cool find from when I was picking up a couple of the old starter decks in a big lot together. Can you notice the error? It is a faded error. Let's see if we can compare it. If you see the difference in the colors of greens here, it's just faded. It's kind of got some yellowing look to it, like it's been left out in the sun, got sun damage type. Anyways, it's a kind of a common error to find. If you don't have one, easy to add one to your collection. Doesn't just happen on Card Destruction, happens on a ton of different cards, these faded looking. And last but not least, we have Insect Queen. There are a lot of these old tin cards from this era, like there was a Celtic Guardian, Panther Warrior, and those guys. that have this misprint error. If you notice, it has secret lettering, but it is not a secret hollow. It is a super hollow with secret lettering. And I think that these cards were supposed to be all the way secret, if I remember. So it would be, this is supposed to have the lines and the secret hollow. I added Insect Queen specifically because I don't have any Insect Queen cards in my binder, and I do remember Weevil having Insect Queen as his like ace card. It's got a green strictly sealed sleeve. So that does it for my ending promo and tournament pack page over here, as well as my air page. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe.